Hello everyone and welcome to the second episode in the live racing series. You guys seem to like this one, so I figured I'd do another one. As you can see, we're on cutting corners this time. It's a full lobby, but all of sort of level 20 or under. And in this one, I'm going to be not using my brakes at all. So yeah, that should be interesting. It's all default settings, as you can see there. It seems like catch-ups on, slipstreams on, custom vehicles are on. I don't have a turbo. I know I've still got the turbo on my Zentorno. Should I use that? Thing is, some of these guys probably aren't going to have custom cars. I'm going to have a look. None of them have got custom vehicles, so I won't use a custom vehicle either. No brakes. What's the best to use? I think the Entity will be the best to use for this, to be honest. I can see everyone choosing a Zentorno. Yeah, I need the traction of the Entity on this one. So yeah, for this one, no brakes whatsoever. That's going to be... What's he doing? What's my guy doing? He's just spazzed out. Oh well. Yeah, no brakes whatsoever, so this should be an interesting one. There's only 2 laps on this race. But yeah, we'll see how we do. I'm going to have to really slow down way before the corners if I want to make them. I'll say that I can use reverse, so if I crash into something I can reverse. But other than that, I'm not going to be touching the left trigger at all. Obviously catch-up and slipstreams are on. This is a full lobby, full 8 people in this one. So this should be an interesting one. Right, let's see how we do. Good start. Oh. Yeah, should be looking. Oh wow, I used my brakes there as well. No way. Yeah, that was my bad. Wow, people going off everywhere. Okay, right. No brakes. I'm going to put my finger underneath the trigger so I don't accidentally do it. Made it. I'm gonna have to slow down out here, I think. Made that one. Slow down about here. Alright, we're okay so far. Catch-up might be helping me on this one, obviously, because it's slowing me down a little bit. So yeah, you guys seem to enjoy this series. You give me loads of good ideas, and I'll be doing I'll be doing these ideas over and over again. So I'll do different videos on different tracks with no brakes, and I won't always be racing with randoms. That there are some ideas which lend themselves better to racing with randoms. For example, something like this, I could never do a no brakes racing against crew members, but I'll do lots of other different things as well, like dual commentaries we can do with this series, starting from the back and working my way up, things like that in sort of crew races where the level is a bit higher. There's lots of different things that we can do with this, and I am looking forward to doing all of your suggestions. I mean, one of the better ones I think was the cinematic camera. That should be quite a fun one. Right, I've got some guy coming right up behind me. Obviously catch-up's helping him catch up. This is the last lap. It's only a 2-lap race, obviously. Oh, he's made a mistake, I think. Oh no, there he is. He's still there. There's still some guys there. But yeah, no brakes. I seem to have been able to win this one with no brakes. It has been a short one, only 2 laps. So I guess I'll do another one for this video. Another race, and maybe I'll do no brakes in that one as well, or a different. Yeah, I'll keep with the no brakes, and just do a different race. Wow. Okay, so how did we do there? I got the best lap by not using brakes. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So some of the ideas that you guys gave me. Let's have a look. What did you say? Reverse only. That could be a good one. Obviously, winning a race with all of the slowest cars in the class, that would be interesting to try and do that. I think the rat loader should be an interesting one, or even the lawnmower. Cutting corners blindfolded, using the handbrake only, drifting around every corner, one-handed. Driving drunk. That could be a good one because you can actually have beers before you start the race, and you can drive drunk, so that should be interesting. Obviously then there's some of the sort of more high level ones of starting at the back of a 30 player race with crew members and seeing how far I can make it up. You know, so obviously some of them just depend on, and it seemed to be that you guys wanted to see. All right, there we go. There's the result. But anyway, far ahead, I guess, in the old with the old no braking entity. So it is possible to get around the track without braking. I'll stay in for another race. Hopefully they're not gonna. Yeah, they're voting for top fun. So I'll find another race and then come back to you guys once I've gone into that and continue the video. So here we are again. This time on dipping in. I think there's only 2 other people on this one. So I've decided to use the bullet just to add a bit of extra difficulty alongside not being able to brake. But yeah, at least it's going to be a bit of a longer race, this one, because it is 2 laps. Slipstream is on, I think, for this one, but catch-up is off. So we'll see how good these 2 guys are. I think one of the main issues is going to be sort of finding lobbies for this. It's not always going to be the easiest thing to find a lobby. But yeah, we'll see how we do. Obviously, argy-bargy, the classic argy-bargy. Can't use my brakes. Alright, I'm just going to hang back a little bit. Oh no, slipstream. I want to be out of that slipstream, since I can't use my brakes at all. Wow. So, yeah, here we go, in the lead. I don't think this is going to last long. There he goes. And there he goes. You can guarantee that that's going to happen. Right, so in the bullet, gotta try and just manage this, I guess, and not make any mistakes with my lack of brakes. But on dipping in, I guess it's not that big of an issue. You're not going to be using the brakes as much. They're probably going to start catching me up a little bit. Yeah, what was I saying before in the last race? I was definitely onto it. I was going to mention something. Oh yeah, that was it. It seemed that you know, people seem to want different things, and that's good for this series. You know, some people were wanting me instead to race against crew members in sort of high-level races. Others actually wanted. Oh, this is tricky. Others actually wanted to see me race against randoms because those are the kind of races that most people are going to be, you know, doing. Like that cutting corners race that we've just done, for example. 2 laps, catch up on, slipstream on. Those are all the default. That's just all the default settings, and most people leave it on the default settings. I think I heard a fact about something that 95% of people in the entire world who use applications on their phones, and I think they got the data from that, don't change anything about the settings. They just leave everything to the default settings. So yeah, I think, you know, some people do want me to race against randoms with all the default settings to sort of see how I cope with that, and obviously it gives people an idea of what to do when they're racing in those situations. But other people want to see me race against, you know, really high level guys and do some more interesting races in that regard, and I'll do both. You know, this series is open for lots of different things, and that's kind of what I intend to do with it. I intend to race against randoms. I intend to race against high level people, and I would say that one guy's left. That's not a surprise, unless it was a spectator. Oh, I need to concentrate. No, getting that wrong. There we go. You don't really need to concentrate for most of dipping in. Has one guy left? I don't think one guy has left. I think it might have been a spectator or something. Still 3 people in the race, and I'm just about 5 seconds ahead of second place. So yeah, you know, this series is all about doing different things, and some of the challenges lend themselves more towards racing against randoms. You know, there's no way I could do a no brakes thing against high level opposition. There's no way I could go in reverse or use cinematic camera against high level opposition. It just wouldn't work. You know, I'd be at the back all the time. I might mix it up every now and again, but there are some challenges that I want to do that you guys have suggested that are definitely better in random races like this, and there are some that are definitely going to be better with high level people. So I will definitely be mixing it up, and you know, I'll do some dual commentaries and things like that, and sort of get in races with other people, and maybe do sort of a bigger commentary where, you know, there's a good 5 or 6 people on in the race who can talk and you guys can hear the banter between us during the race. You know, there's lots of things I'm going to do with this series and it's probably going to be one that, you know, I have more of a chance of uploading more often. The fact-finding stuff and, you know, the real-life racing stuff, most of the stuff that I do takes a lot of time to you know, edit and just in fact make the video in the first place. Whereas this sort of thing, I can do a race, I can commentate over it, and I should be able to get these up more often. So yeah, it should be quite interesting to see the sorts of things we can do. I haven't had to use my brakes very much on this track, it seems, but it looks like am I still? Oh, he's catching me up a little bit. There he is. You can see his lights. Will I get to the end before he catches me up? Oh, it's going to be tight, this, I think. This is going to be tight. Uh-oh. If he gets in slipstream range as well, this could be tricky. It's getting close. Can I win another race with no brakes in a bullet? It's only against 2 people though, so I don't think it was quite as good as the first race. Looks like I managed it. Oh well, that was fun. Yeah, no brakes. Thanks to all of you who suggested that one, and all of the other stuff that you guys have suggested. You know, you can feel free to leave more suggestions down in the comments as well if you haven't already. Where the hell is this guy? What? Where? How? Wow, he really has gone. Press triangle. Hold triangle down. Wow. Yeah, he really went off the track. Maybe he just gave up. Anyway, yeah, that's the second episode of this live racing series. We've managed to win 2 races there with no brakes. I would say that the second one was probably a little bit easier than the first one, but you have to take what you can get. Although I wasn't a bullet for the second one, so that made it a little bit more difficult. So yeah, I hope you're continuing to enjoy this series. There is still a lot more that we can do with it. Yeah, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I really appreciate your support as always. Again, let me know what you think about the series and any challenges that you have down below, and I'll see you next time.